Day 2, Feuds and First Impressions. We are reading chapters 4 through 6. Today is where the factions start to crystallize. We meet more of the Isbel side, learn more about the Jorths, and start to understand just how deep and personal this conflict runs. Jean is trying to be the peacemaker, or at least the level-headed one, but the world around him is not interested in peace. These chapters also give us some of Grey's most beautiful landscape writing, the Rimrock country, the Mogollon Mesa, the deep canyons. The landscape is practically a character itself. Here are 3 things to do to enhance your reading experience. 1. Look up the documentary film, The Pleasant Valley War, on YouTube. It is on the Western Channel, and it's free. It tells the true story of the Graham-Tewksbury feud that inspired Grey's novel. It uses a mix of documentary interviews and Western reenactments. Watch it after your reading today, and you'll see how closely Grey followed the real events. 2. This is a great day for beef jerky. Dried beef was a staple on the range. It was, or is, even now, easy to carry, requires no cooking, and it practically keeps forever. Grab some from the store, or if you're feeling ambitious, look up a simple homemade jerky recipe. Very on theme. 3. Draw or sketch a simple map of the fictional geography. Grass Valley, the Rim, the Isbel Ranch, the Jorth territory. Grey's descriptions are rich and specific, and having a visual of the terrain will help you follow the action in later chapters. So that's it for your day 2 with To the Last Man reading plan. All of the links, Project Gutenberg, the LibriVox audiobook, the audiobook from LibriVox that's available on YouTube, read by Richard Kilmer, and the documentary video are all linked in the description box. Drop a comment or a cowboy emoji and let me know if you are joining in. I want to know, are you reading the ebook or listening to the audiobook? And are you a Jean person or an Ellen person? I'll see you in the next one. Happy reading, partner.
But wait, there's more. Good morning. Today I am working on my Morning Stranger reading folio. And before starting on the day 2 reading chapters, I thought I would dig a little bit more into the day 1 chapters with some discussion questions. And if you are reading along or even using a journal yourself to track your reading for To the Last Man, I thought you might be interested. So I am going to include the discussion questions at the end of the remaining videos.
Day 1 of our To the Last Man discussion series covered the forward through chapter 3, the part of the book where Zane Grey sets the stage, introduces the Basin, and drops Jean Isbel right into a world he's not ready for. Grey tells us in the forward that character and action are subordinated to setting. And honestly, you kind of feel that immediately. The Tonto Basin is scenery and a force, so let's just start there. Setting and atmosphere. How did Grey's claim about setting shaping everything land for you once you saw the Basin through Jean's eyes? Paradise versus violence. The Rimrock is described like a paradise, wild, untouched, almost sacred, and yet it becomes the backdrop for a blood feud. Did that contrast heighten the tension for you? Jean's displacement. John keeps comparing Arizona to Oregon. He reflects on the forests, the waterfalls, the sense of home he's lost. How does that discomfort mirror his unease with the feud that he's been dragged into? And then there's Colter. John meets him on day one and immediately distrusts him. Did you feel that same instinctive note? We'll leave the questions there. That kind of covers the land, the tone, and the first warning signs. Tomorrow we will get into the people who make this feud impossible to escape.